Fuck you, Craig.
You were early.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, you
It
were.
hit 7. It hit the 7 mark on my screen.
We're going to
You're supposed
10
to wait
just to be safe.
10.
You
Oh,
went too
my
early.
bad.
Fuck you and your 7. You ruined the
It's supposed to
episode.
be. It's 7 seconds, Mister.
I
7
posted.
seconds.
I'm gonna post anyway. I don't care.
See y'all next week.
It is supposed to be 7 seconds.
I
Why
do
are we
10
waiting
just
again?
to be on the safe. Oh, because
YouTube.
YouTube will monetize if you
True,
wait
dude.
7 to 10 seconds before you swear.
Oh. That's wild.
If the video goes that long before you say anything derogatory or they'll still monetize it.
Right.
Okay.
But they count the number of fucks, so fuck them. Anyway, all right. So, welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons. How many fucks are we gonna reach today? Do we have a goal?
A fucking lot.
Oh, God.
Fuck. That's 10 right
We're
there.
out of fingers.
Okay, we're already at 10.
I'm all out
I
of
think we're
fucks.
gonna hit
Did you just
100.
say? Did you say 10?
Went to the fuck machine. It was all out of fucks.
2.
Because we already had
Okay.
5.
Mine's full.
So now we're
What are
at
you talking
15?
about? I got plenty.
I have no idea. Fuck that. Fuck that.
16.
Fuck counting the fucks.
17. 18.
D6.
Okay.
Brr, fuck.
Okay, so
D7. Brr, fuck.
all right. So where you guys where you guys left off, you went back after the fight to Salvetti to check out some of the damage that you created by just appearing there. The town was flooded. It slowly began to rise from about 3 feet to 6 feet. So some of you were able to stand in it up until the last minute, and then pretty much every one of you had to swim through, except for Garrison, who was able to fly, carrying Big Spoon with him.
You.
So everyone else had to swim in a toilet. Well, he got to fly over it. Garrison, you ended up finding important ledgers and documents in the Royal Guard Palace, which you are now able to help translate some of series documents that you weren't able to read. You were able to pinpoint where things looked or could have looked similar. Yorick, you went home and discovered a couple of blood trails going through your house until the water seeped up through and started taking away most of the evidence on the floor. Without the artifacts and the plates and various items on the walls being ransacked, you did see blood splatter and a couple of things broken, like the railing upstairs. The bed was torn apart, the room was ransacked, and there was nowhere your parents weren't anywhere. Steven, you got a bunch of furniture, or a couple of things. Two vases, one that was a white and blue flower pot with the floral designs that got crushed by Gladys when she picked it up. That was full of ashes until she broke it. And then you got a regular, just nondescript steel one that's still up there, a soaked through couch, twin mattress, and a chair, and then 2 end tables. But nevertheless, after everyone trying to do what, and Merida, don't forget the 2 wine bottles that you got from Taberna.
The bottles of liquor I stole.
Yes, that you stole from Taberna. After that, you all got back onto Gladys and had a nice background lore dump from Steven after you guys put what he calls pressure. It's just like, hey, who are you? And then he just starts talking.
Was barely any pressure.
It's just like, hey, who are you really? All right, man. Hey, you know what? Either way, it's okay. It's okay. You know, it just make sure if you guys are ever put into a situation where you know you're going to be put under pressure, don't let him do the talking.
Do not rely
That's
on
the only advice that I can give.
Okay,
Because
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. He has seen the bullshit that we do to people without even saying anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we just
So
put
if he was dealing with anybody else, I feel like he would have put up more of a fight. But looking into Malador's eyes,
Fair
and
enough.
just knowing that Malador can be like,
Yeah.
"You're on fire now," whenever he
He
wants.
He just,
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
looked into Malador's eyes and fell in love and couldn't help but talk.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We
Um,
all do
That's
it.
Look,
more than his
Malador,
love.
look, Malador needs a little spoon too. Everyone needs a little spoon. Um,
Debatable. He kind of already has one, but debatable.
but
Debatable. Debatable.
after everyone got together and the conversation ensued, you all agreed to bring Cammy home instead of thrusting her into whatever mission or bullshit you have all gotten yourselves into, rather than bringing this new person in that just arrived. You all agreed to bring her home. Ozymandias, which none of you have heard of, even my history buffs. The only thing that you're going off is the fact that it is in a southern direction. And what you guys know that is south is Cooper Tandem, Gaudium, and the Draconian Mountains. Beyond that, none of you have ever, I don't actually, no one on this crew has ever actually even ventured to the Draconian Mountains. So you guys are flying blind at this point, but that is where we begin, is on this trip. So is there, and
I want to roll first day.
my favorite part, we get to roll days. So is there anything that we want to accomplish before the first roll?
So when I pulled out all the stuff
Yes.
from Abric,
Yes,
so he had a map.
he did.
Did it show anything? Was that just of the
The map
Just
was
of
the Royal
Gaudium?
Guard Palace. Yeah,
Was it-
the map was of the Royal Guard Palace because he was on a mission to go find the Amulet of Shadows that was in the Royal Guard Palace. That was the map that he had that you pulled off of him.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it for some reason before when I had it, you said that it was of Gaudium, and that we were moving around on it.
No, that was the maze, the jail that you and Vernon were put through beneath Gaudium. The map that you got there was the one that was moving while you were moving. The one you got off of, yeah, that one. So you actually have two maps on you right now.
Oh, okay.
Because remember when you were down there with him, it moved to a certain point and then it went blank and it stopped showing you anything.
Right.
The map you got from Abric was just of the Royal Guard Palace, because that was the information he was collecting, is where that one of the pieces was where that amulet was.
Gotcha.
But to
Okay.
answer your question, as you unroll that map, that the one that you thought went blank that you still kept on you, as you unroll that, it is now no longer blank. The map has Salvetti, which you are sitting under or sitting over, Cooper Tandem, Gaudium, Draconian Mountains, and beyond. So you
That's
unroll that map that went blank when you were underground, and now it is no longer blank. And kind of like a radar on a submarine. You guys are hovering over Salvetti, and you're blinking like sonar.
Nice.
Like a you are here, an active you are here symbol.
That's really helpful, actually.
That's pretty cool.
We can put that in like the captain's room on the big table.
Does this map have a name? What's the map in Harry Potter called? What do they call that?
Marauders map.
Marauders map. Yep. Okay. That's what I'm just gonna call it.
You can call it, because it doesn't. If you want to call it that, because it does not have a name. It is just a map with a bunch of geography on it.
Okay. Sweet. So it's showing us now. Do I know? Now it shows the map of the things. Does it? Are there any other indicators on it? Like another pin? That
Oddly, no. There's no. Well, like before when you were underground, it has the compass.
Yeah.
That'll move to show what direction you're in. but there's no like key or anything on it for number of miles or how far you're going. But it does show the locations that you guys are aware of, which is Salvetti, Cooper Tandem, Gaudium, and the Draconian Mountains. But it doesn't show like how far everything is. It doesn't. It fits it to scale inside the scroll. It doesn't have a key as to how many miles you're going.
Okay.
From what you're able to tell just by looking at this thing briefly, it looks like you're going to have to travel quite a ways because everything is zoomed out to fit onto the scroll, and you are a very, very tiny dot going boop over Salvetti.
Cool.
So you can only guess that it's a pretty far way.
Cool.
All right.
Day 1.
So on the map also what you see just beyond Gaudium, it is called the Vinum Valley,
Vinum Valley. Okay.
which again, none of you have ever heard of, even my history buffs, but that is a name that is just beyond Gaudium. And you also see a sizable source of water beyond the Vinum Valley.
How do you spell that? V-I-N-E-M?
Guess.
Yeah.
Vinum.
Vinum Valley. Cool.
Yeah. After that, you see a pretty sizable body of water labeled Lake Raptike. And no,
That
I'm not
sounds-
telling you. You can guess on that one. Just because I want to see it. And beyond that is the Draconian Mountains. After that, there's nothing on the map yet.
I'm sorry. What was it called?
Lake Raptike.
T-A-K-E?
Well, it starts with an R, so you've already messed up there.
I was... Well, R-A-P-T.
Lake Raptike. So it starts with a K? Clearly it starts with a C. Raptike starts
I was
with a
thinking
C.
a Q.
Like Stanley, spelled with a C.
Stanley, spelled with a Q.
Right.
Cool.
So is there anything beyond that? So are you taking it out and showing it to everyone, or are you pulling the garrison thing where you keep it to yourself? I don't care either way. I'm just curious. But beyond that, is there anything that anyone else wants to do before we start rolling days?
Not really, my friend.
Because I believe you all took a long rest. So you should all be healed. My clerics, make sure you're choosing your spells for the day.
Have clerics now.
Lyrics.
Lyrics.
Multiple.
Well,
Really?
sorcerers and warlocks don't choose their spells. Wizards do and clerics do. I even think druids do, but I know warlocks and sorcerers don't.
Druids do.
So if you want to choose different ones for the day and prepare them, make sure you do. I even... Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So I'll bring out the map and I'll show Malador like, hey,
Hey, what's up?
might want to, if we're going through like a desert or anything, you might want Gladys to stop off at this lake here,
Huh?
Yeah.
What's... Oh, hey, map!
get herself a little wet.
Let me
you
see.
know? No.
I want to see it for 1 second. I'll give it right back. I want to look at.
Nope.
I want to look at Coast City. I want to see.
What color is it?
Huh?
What color is it?
Color is what?
The map.
I don't know. What color is it?
It's on just regular parchment. Coast City's not on the map, but
It's not. Oh.
no, I mean, remember what I said, everything was zoomed out and you have that much on there, but it's also a 7-day flight to Coast City, so that cuts
True.
off. You do have a little bit of that desert beyond. You have
Do I see
like
anything special in that desert that's named?
Opium, which even on the map shows that it's there but not there.
Yeah, it's kind of like cut off halfway.
Mhm.
I really don't want to wait. So how far is that from the Draconian Mountains? That water.
Again, there's no key on the map.
Well, I could judge by like how close it is on the map at least. Is it like super far away from the Draconian Mountains, or is it like right there?
Well, from what you guys know, going from Salvetti to Gaudium, from Salvetti to Cooper Tandem is a couple hours at best, but that's on foot. And then from Cooper Tandem to Gaudium, I had said was another. I actually from Cooper Tandem to Gaudium, I think I said was like a 12 hours. Yeah, about a day. 12 hours because you were on the back of a giant wolf. So based on that knowledge, you can tell that the valley is further than that from the edge of Gaudium, and then the lake is almost right on top of the end of the valley. But again, there's no key, so you're using just best judgment.
And then the mountains are right there, right?
The mountains.
I was asking the mountains in between the water. Like how close are the mountains
No,
to the water?
It's the valley, then the water, then the mountains.
Okay.
So Cooper Tandem, Gaudium, valley, water, mountains.
Got it.
Right through. Almost like a weird Dora the Explorer episode. It's like you go south and you're gonna hit all of them.
Okay. Yeah, we could stop at the water place, but if it's close to those goddamn mountains, I do not want to stick around for very long.
Okay.
Because there's a certain somebody I would like to not see.
Okay, that's weird.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. You know, he's from both of our pasts.
Which you haven't seen since you first entered Coast City.
Yeah.
Guess what? I don't know if I told you yet.
What's that noise?
What the fuck am I hearing?
What is that?
I don't know if I told you yet.
Corey.
Corey.
Now we can't hear you.
It's probably
Garrison, is your mic
responding to
working?
Corey.
Your mic is not. He might be talking to someone else, but no, your mic
Yeah,
is not
he's
working
on
right
the
now.
phone.
Yeah, I think he's on
Get
the
it
phone.
on skip. Well,
That's the third time I got crabs.
Huh?
Jesus
What?
Christ.
Hey, I did the second last time. All right, I got, it's progression, not regression.
All right. Sorry about that.
Nice.
I forgot I was in another Discord chat. And,
Nice.
my buddy popped in and
Corey, guess
yeah.
what?
Corey,
Yeah.
Corey.
I forgot to tell you this.
That's weird. Funny.
It was
Forgot
like,
to disconnect
crap.
from another chat. Oh,
Corey.
Corey,
No,
Corey.
yeah, my buddy just had his kid, so he just got home from the
Aw.
hospital with him. So
there you go. Well, I'm glad it was that and not something I can't post.
Mhm. I was just like, how is he? Did he join the Skype? Like, how is he in here right now?
He's
Like,
talking to me right now. It's a private link. How'd he get it?
Anyways,
All right.
Garrison, what do you think the odds are that we're gonna run into that motherfucker?
very slim.
I really hope so.
Question: Are you guys having this conversation while you're moving, or have you not
No,
taken off yet?
we haven't moved yet.
Okay.
I did roll our day number though.
We should just start moving.
Yeah. Let's do it. Malador's gonna take his helm, get going.
Where would the rest of you like to be while all this is happening? Is everyone below deck? Is everyone on the upper deck? Where is everybody?
I have another question after that.
Pulling an upper decker.
Vidar's gonna be on the lower deck, just kind of.
Soaking away
Chilling.
in his bed.
Okay.
Actually, before we take off, I do want to do a couple of things now that I think about it.
I'm just
I know
sitting on
you-
the wet couch on the deck.
Sitting on the wet couch on the deck. Hey, you know what? It's either a snot squishy mattress or it's a waterlogged couch.
The
I would
waterlogged
take-
couch kind of grows on you.
I would take the waterlogged couch over a snot
I assume
mattress.
the growth is not mold.
You assume it's not mold, and you
I-
assume the water's not urine.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go for it.
The way I levitate, is it just from my feet, or like can I like lay back and like levitate 5 feet up?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
There.
I was
Just
doing it
curious.
just by your feet, but that was a while ago. So we'll
Yeah.
say that you learned how to do it elsewhere. Why not?
Yeah.
All of your downtime you've had,
Yeah. All my relaxing.
all the downtime you guys have gotten. Okay. So, Cammy, you're sitting on the couch. Garrison, where are you levitating?
I
You
mean, I'm
below
just
deck
like,
or-
no, I'm on the top deck.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just standing there. I was just curious. So.
All right. So, Malador is in the helm. Cammy, you're sitting on the waterlogged couch. Garrison, you're showing off by levitating, laying down. And
I don't like this ship. I don't want to touch it.
and Cammy, out of the corner of your eye, on the top deck, you see a beautiful, majestic blue horse
How the fuck did you know I was thinking about that?
that can't walk on snot, slipping across like a cartoon character, trying to get her balance before she runs into the railing and just decides to lay down.
That's crazy. You just read my mind like that, though.
What's with the horse?
Malador's gonna stand up. Fuck. Name.
Oh
Nelly.
my god.
Nelly.
That's my
God, how dare you not remember your own horse's name? How dare you?
Okay.
You
I
know-
have an excuse. I'm running off like 15%. Okay.
I think just for that, I'm gonna add some health to your next enemy.
Hell yeah.
There we go. And that'll work. Just because.
Great. I appreciate it. Thank you. Malador's gonna run over to the horse and kind of stabilize. I thought you were supposed to be down there. Did you
can't
slide up? You
I
were down
can't
there.
go down. I can't go downstairs.
Horses.
Let me
can't
help
go
you. I'm gonna
downstairs.
pick her. I'm gonna pick her up,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk her downstairs.
Okay. So for now, Gladys is kind of dead in the water. No pun intended. But you watch him pick up this horse and bring her downstairs. Vidar and Merida and Yorick and Steven, I'm guessing, unless you're upstairs. You all watch Malador walk down with this horse that no one's been paying any attention to for like weeks now. Just down the stairs she goes.
Hell yeah.
Vidar, Darling is gonna hop off out of your shirt and off your shoulder and fly right over and land on the back of Darling, or land right on the back of Nelly.
I'm not stopping. I'm going
Friend.
downstairs.
How far down are you going?
Down to like the hangar.
You're gonna
hangar
okay.
area.
You're gonna put her down with the vehicles.
Yeah,
Alright,
because
cool.
I'm gonna and I'm gonna in my mind, and I'm gonna ask Gladys, can you make a stall for like a horse stall that she'll be able to actually walk and stand in,
You're
so she can
gonna
slide around.
put her in a snot-made horse stable. I like it. Okay, sure. So you go down in some of like the vehicles that were useless to begin with, just kind of like remorph into a horse stable. That's simple enough.
Perfect.
Yeah, you put her in, and she lays down.
Okay, and she can still stand in there, right? That's okay. Cool.
Yeah, she lays
All
down.
right, Nelly. If you need food, just let me know, and I'll have Gladys on it pronto. I don't know if you're hungry or not. No. Okay. I'm gonna go up. We're getting ready to head out. Maldor's gonna. Oh shit. Do you need to go back up to Vidar?
Yes, please.
Darling shakes her head no and stays on the horse.
What the?
All right. Well, come on up when you feel this place stop. Just come back up to him, please. Maldor's gonna turn around and walk back up.
Okay.
And he's gonna
Doesn't
stroll
take you
by
long to
that
get back up.
couch. And he's gonna look at it.
The one that Cammy's sitting on the top deck?
And he's gonna wave his hand. Wait, yeah, he's gonna wave his hand.
Okay.
And he's gonna cast Mending on it.
Okay. I mean, mending will repair the lean, put the leg back to stability, but it's still a soaked filled couch.
Better.
Can I?
Well, what does it look like when he does it? Because this is the first time he's ever done it before.
I mean, you wave your hand across it. Right now, it looks like it's like a black and brown. It's like a very basic, nondescript color. When you wave it across, it becomes a little bit lighter, little bit nicer to look at, other than the fact that it's still waterlogged.
What about
And
the like
it-
magical effect? What does it look like? Like when
You
he
tell
waves
me.
his hand.
You
Well,
tell me.
I want it to be like that red kind of mist that the mage had.
Sure. So similar to what you guys saw the red mage do when she would cast, and the red would come off. You see that come out of his hand as he just repairs a couch. So Cammy,
I'm still
The-
sitting on the couch.
the balance
Yeah,
of the
you feel
couch pops up.
He just walks up and goes,
The balance of the couch pops back up. You can feel that it's now not broken on the left side. Still wet. Still soaking your clothes and armor, but it's not broken anymore.
Maldor's just gonna look at his hand. I didn't think that would work, Kimmy. I'm gonna be completely honest. That was fucking cool.
yeah. That was a really effective way to fix a couch. Do you have something that could dry it?
Harrison! Did you
Do you
see
think
that?
you could?
Yeah,
think you could
yeah,
try it?
yeah. I saw it. You're just.
And-
It's just so embarrassing to be around you sometimes and around other people.
Do any of you guys have a hair dryer?
Yeah, just.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think I can make it not wet.
You light it on fire, that'll make it.
Aren't
not
you
wet.
made of fire?
Just-
Yeah.
I mean,
Just be yourself.
yeah. He's just gonna set himself on fire. Oh shit!
Like on fire, like
He's just
warm
gonna lean
yourself
over.
and just
He's
take
just
a
gonna
nap.
lean over her to just enough to not burn her in the couch. Just a straight heater.
Oh god.
Yeah, Cammy, just so you know, a few more seconds, you're gonna take fire damage.
Like backing up further and further.
Here, wait, get up,
Okay, I get up.
Get off.
and then I'm gonna go back.
He's gonna burn.
He
He's
just,
gonna
he
burn.
You're
just
gonna
lays
burn the
down.
couch.
You just hear a squish, and he just lays down on the couch.
I don't lay down on the couch.
That's-
I'm hovering over the couch, not burning the couch.
Hey,
Okay.
how about instead of
Nothing.
fucking doing this, you drive the ship because we still
yeah.
haven't moved.
Yeah, we do that.
Maybe it'll air dry.
I was hoping this entire episode would be just him trying to dry the couch.
Trying to dry this couch, yeah.
That's yeah.
We're gonna
Malador dries a couch would be the name of this
Episode
episode. Everyone just staring at him. Is it dry yet?
Back into the bunkers.
No.
Is it dry yet?
No.
It's really good.
All right. So, do you take the helm?
Yeah, we're
All
getting
right.
out of here.
So Gladys lifts up.
Does
And
Darling
starts
come
to
back
go.
to me?
No, she's
What
still
do you-
downstairs.
Can I tell her to come back to me?
Talking to her friend. Just let her have friends. Come on.
Can I tell her to come back to
Overprotective
me?
dad mode over here.
You
Yeah.
tell
'cause
her.
she keeps disappearing.
She says
Maybe
no.
it's a phase.
Okay, I got a way I can fix this.
Is she a teenager?
Vidar angrily stomps downstairs to go get his owl.
Listen here, young lady.
You're gonna
No,
listen.
no, no,
bitch.
no. No, he's leaving her.
Okay. All right. So Gladys lifts up and begins to fly in a southern direction. Garrison, having the map, the compass is on south. So and it does because you never actually go the direction straight forward, so it does kind of rock. But you know you're going in a southern direction, at least based on what the map is telling you, and the fact that you're heading back toward two towns that you know exist there. What did you roll there,
7.
Malador? Okay.
Gary.
He's already dead.
I want more Garys.
Why do you
Give
want
me-
more
give me
Garys?
Yeah, give me more magical creatures to sell to
Sarada and Yorick
Okay,
almost got
so-
eaten alive.
The snail
All right,
from
so-
SpongeBob?
Gary too, Boogaloo.
No, it's a big
Without
It was a quacking.
without any issues, you guys make your way past Cooper Tandem. Vidar, you're downstairs. Those of you on the top deck, Garrison, noticing the same body of children that Gladys almost kidnapped and maybe ate, who knows, starting to run toward the ship as you guys glide by.
Nope.
All
up.
of them
Aw, some
waving and
kids.
cheering as you go by, with
wave
the
back.
mother figure corralling them very very aggressively to try and keep them in the town. But you guys glide by Cooper Tandem. Malador, even in the helm, you see Near with his just creepy bug eye face and his long skinny arm waving at the ship.
He definitely
And
waves
I
back.
mean, like waving like a wet noodle, like there's no bone in here, just back and forth, just really like creepy, as it goes by. And then, to be honest, not long after that, you guys reach Gaudium, and the same thing, just kind of going by the wall. Really uneventful for your first day.
It's always good.
So I will say at the end, you guys will come to a close on this day because you had the fight, you had the adventure inside of Salvetti, and then you had this trip. So I will say your day comes to a close right outside the Vinum Valley.
Okay, cool.
Now,
What's it look
as
like?
Gladys approaches the valley, what you guys are what elevation are you flying at, by the way? I always-
Pretty high. I always
Pretty
usually expect it to be pretty high.
Okay. What you are going to notice, those of you that are near the edge, Cammy, Garrison, even you at the helm, the Vinum Valley is mainly flat rock face mountains that stretch to the left and right, and then just in the middle is just this carved out valley.
Yeah,
Stays wide in most areas, but then begins to narrow and then widen back out again. Not like the hourglass where you walk through the forest in Tartarus, because it doesn't keep bowing in and out. It stays wide, goes in narrow, and then comes back out and stays wide again. You are going to get roughly, from what you can tell by this elevation, 5 miles outside of the Vinum Valley. And then immediately, Gladys turns into a squishy backpack.
Huh?
I refuse.
Oh.
And you all start falling out of the sky. Even those of you that
Oh,
were
is
inside,
it too hot?
you don't know. She just says, "I
something.
refuse," and turns into a backpack, literally a squishy snot backpack, pressed onto your shoulders. Those of you who
And-
were on the second deck, those of you who are on the top deck, just start falling out of the sky.
All right, I'm gonna start grabbing people. Who's ever closest to me?
Oh.
That would be Cammy and who's closest to you would be Cammy and Malador.
I don't need help. Grab Cammy.
Hanging onto the couch for dear life.
Yeah,
let go on the couch.
Yeah.
All right,
You said you fixed it. As she falls out of the sky trying to clutch the couch. Yorick is actually still sound asleep in bed.
I'm snoozing.
Yeah,
Just a
you
eager
wouldn't have
boy.
moved at all. I don't know about Merida and Steven. Vidar, you're awake trying to get your owl, and then just all of a sudden everything around you disappears. All you see is just the outside world.
Oh no, it's
and
Nelly falling?
directly below you is your owl sitting on a horse. That is now also falling out of the sky.
Fuck.
So I grab Cammy and Malador,
No, don't grab me. Grab someone else. I can
Shut
get
up.
myself.
and I'm holding on to both of them, and I'm gonna tell Malador, grab the next person. Like, I'm gonna sprout my wings, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna make a chain. Like,
Okay.
So.
All right. I'm gonna.
So for this, I need a group athletics check, please.
I'm also gonna do
With,
fire out of my feet.
with advantage, because you have the Human Torch and someone with wings. With advantage,
Athletics?
but group
Can I
athletics.
use my celestial revelation like right before we get to the ground because I hover 5 feet with it? Would that do anything?
Nice.
Like not give us advantage, but would that make the DC lower?
Maybe.
I got a 27.
Well, I need to know because if I'm going to use it or not.
I got a 29 for a natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah, 29.
Is it a strength check?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Strength athletics.
Athletics.
Which I also
I got a
already have
15.
advantage in.
What's up?
15.
15? Okay.
18.
You're good. Did anyone get a natural 1?
If you did, shut up.
If you did, no, you didn't.
If no one got a natural 1, then you're fine. You went way above. Okay, so you all make this weird makeshift chain as everyone's falling out of the sky. Who's at the bottom of the chain that is grabbing Darling and Nelly?
I'm only able. Well, Darling's fine. She's a bird.
Yeah, somebody needs to grab Nelly for real.
I'm not touching Nelly.
Who would be at the bottom trying to?
I'm
I'll
not
break the
scrapple.
entire chain if you don't grab Nelly. Swear to God.
I won't be able to hold her. What am I gonna do? Wrap my little arms? I'm gonna hold her butt. I'm gonna be like be her backpack. As soon as the force like stops, she's slipping out of my hands. It's literally impossible for me to hold her. I don't know what you want.
Nelly is twice my size. Don't look at me.
Wait.
Isn't she like?
No, she doesn't have
Magical?
wings.
Yeah, there's no,
No,
way.
but doesn't she like go between realms
No.
or something? Like I thought she had something special about her. Like he
Wait.
could summon her like instantly.
Yeah, it's part of his Ghost Rider thing.
Yeah,
She
so can he-
transforms with him.
Can he unsummon her?
Yeah.
If he can summon her?
Yeah, can I try that? I want to unsummon her.
just fly
Or
to the
try-
ground and
try,
summon
try
her
to,
there.
or right before we hit the ground, just summon her to the ground. Like, then you can try. I don't know, but
What are we doing, guys? Everyone else is fine, but there's still a horse falling out of the sky.
all right.
If I use... Never mind, that wouldn't work.
all right, Cammy, hold on to me.
Just hold on to
gonna-
me.
I'm
I
gonna.
can fly.
Do I
That's
have
okay.
anything to help with this?
He's
Oh,
already
that's
holding
right.
me.
You can.
I can
you
fly.
Oh, all right. Then yeah, pass me
You
up.
go get her. Yeah. I'll grab the other people and Cammy.
The
and
other
I'll
people
let,
and
and I'll
All right.
I'll
Yeah,
Cammy's
so
not part of the other people.
I'll take Cammy's hand and put it to Malador's. Malador's gonna ignite his feet. I completely forgot that he could fly.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go after Nelly and grab Nelly.
The first time that he did it was very funny.
Yeah.
Because he botched his roll.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better.
I think he took out 2 concession stands in Coast City.
I did.
'Cause he hit the ground, rolled, and took out 2 stands. Okay. So
I
yes.
quite literally recreated the scene from the Fantastic Four movie in 2004.
Yes. Even though that was all just filler, it was fun to do anyway. You all successfully land on the ground. The first thing that you guys notice is number one, even though you were at least 100 feet in the air, none of you took damage because you were able to make the chain and fall down in a strategic way where you got the thud and it did hurt. A lot of you had to barrel roll, but you did not take any physical damage from it. You saved the animals. Darling, by the way, did not fly. She stayed on the back of Nelly.
Vidar,
just
I
so
think
you're-
your bird's broken.
Just so you're aware.
What
But
the
you all
bird
do
doing?
safely land. And the second thing that you all notice, the biggest one now that you're on the ground in the outside world, is the Vinum Valley is the elevation is from down here, even being roughly 5 miles from the edge of it, it is very, very tall. The mountains are climbable, they are scalable, but they are very, very tall. And the distance between them, the valley itself, hundred or so feet apart, maybe more. So a very wide berth valley that then narrows in the middle and then goes back out again. Obviously, the third thing is you're going to notice a snot created squishy backpack literally fused to the back of Malador.
So I'm sure I'm with everybody on this, and I'm gonna look to Malador and just be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, what the fuck, goddess?
You don't get anything. No response.
I'm gonna crush a water crystal on her bitch ass.
Okay, so you
You
soak
hydrate her?
yourself. You soak yourself. You
punishment?
soak the backpack and most of the ground around you, and actually anyone who is in about a 5-foot proximity of you, which I believe is everybody. So he reaches behind him with a blue crystal and crushes it, and everybody, for the exception of Garrison, just gets a shower within a couple of seconds. And no, other than that, no response.
Fucking shit.
I hate that ship. I hate it so much.
That's my book.
Well, I guess we're fucked because she don't want to talk to me.
So, around you, behind you, is your very familiar loving sight of just open, flat desert. Tumbleweeds and blowing in the distance, and vultures and crows and various birds flying through the air. And then to your east and west, north, same southern direction, the Vinum Valley.
I'm gonna look to Cammy. Do you know where we are? Have you been here before?
I mean, I went through here to get up to Salvetti, so
So you know where to go?
south. I didn't have a compass. I just kind of went. I had a
You are
horse.
zero
though.
help.
I know. I'm really bad at this.
You
trying to
do
help
know.
you
You do know from your trip up here, traversing this on foot can take a while. There are not really random dangers, but there are dangers going through here, and they're not always things that you may expect. They're not even always things that you can see. You also know that the best time to travel through the Vinum Valley is during the day.
And it is
It is
right now?
It
Night?
is twilight.
What's the moon be looking like?
The moon is almost full.
That's fucking terrific.
Mhm.
Like,
what happens
how many
to-
days?
From
really
your
sad.
knowledge of the moon,
Yeah,
3.
great. Malder's
You
gonna
know,
look to the rest of
somebody who's aware should have expert knowledge on the moon. You know, I'm just saying.
Again, listen. Let me back him up here. He has the Were and the Ghost Rider that
Right,
fight.
but he's had the
for
he's had the
dominance.
wear longer.
True,
yeah.
but that's
And I
why
know
I
what-
told him with his knowledge of the moon.
them. Right.
He just always
Malder's
forgets to
gonna-
ask.
He's gonna look at them and be like, guys, up there at the moon. It's almost that time, so.
Yeah.
Things might get freaky eeky.
Cammy, you are also well aware that on foot, stealthy or otherwise, if you decide to rush through this valley without a plan of action and just willy-nilly, it's about a 4-day hike.
Mm.
So what would you? It won't take you guys long to walk up to the very entrance of it. Right now, the sun is going down, the moon is coming out, the sky is clear. It's a beautiful night. It's not cold even for the desert.
It's beautiful.
So we're gonna have something funny this session. Great.
Do you guys wish to set up camp now or wait?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's up to. We're gonna go off of Cammy because she's
Well,
familiar with the area. So
Safer during the day, so probably. But also, if you don't want to waste days, we could risk.
Yeah,
the
we're kind of scuffed on time. You know, I might eat all of you.
Why
Sorry,
is it
what?
safer during the day?
Oh yeah, I kind of have this mind goblin.
You have a goblin in your brain?
I'm sorry.
Maybe I shouldn't.
He's an idiot. He'll be fine.
Is that
Oh no,
wrong with him this whole time?
I don't think.
Well, that's
yeah,
evident.
I'm just gonna do it, and Malder's gonna quickly turn into the shark.
Holy shit.
Okay, but why?
Brenda,
What happens? Wait, so what happens to the backpack when you transform? Does it just transform with
gets
you?
bigger. Probably gets bigger. Or
The
it's
size
just
doesn't change at all. It just becomes like a child's backpack. It just tightens against him.
Like a leashed backpack.
Yeah, the backpack doesn't change size at all. Literally, it just gets smaller by comparison and tightens against him.
Cool.
And as this happens, Cammy, your skin starts to burst into like gray scaled armor.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What?
I will send a picture.
I had a feeling, man.
Why are you sending a picture of her character?
No, of the armor.
Explain.
Oh, reference.
There's some fuckery going on here.
Go ahead and explain what this is, Malador.
This is my new shark ability. Your AC gets 1 second, let me read it. I know your AC gets boosted until I drop my shark form. Let me read. It should be like features and trade.
Weight one. I think this is something I gave you.
It is.
Then it
It
would
should
not
be.
be in features.
Wait,
Oh.
so
Oh, yeah,
this,
you're right,
this
because-
armor pops on
I just-
Cammy?
Become
Yes.
this?
It just
Helmet and
appears
all?
on her? Yeah, how?
Yep. All of it.
So
It comes out of my skin or just appears?
Out
It
of your.
it kind of like molds out of it. So it doesn't hurt, but you do feel your skin
fuck
starts to harden and grow, and just like a suit of armor just starts to grow from
Where-
head to toe around everywhere.
Was here and now it's gone.
what? I'm so confused.
Yeah. I want to know what happened to the horns.
Why is it coming? Wait, if it's his ability, why is it coming out of
I
her
don't
body?
know.
Because I can pick anyone for it to happen.
So
I just thought
is
it would
it
be funny to be her.
is this armor in everybody, and you just summon
No,
it out
only-
of them? I
only
don't
one
understand. Like,
I can
like,
only do it to one person.
no,
All
but
right,
I'm just
it
like,
There are
is.
two wolves.
This
in
is
I
the
don't know
room.
what it
stone
is.
skin.
One of them is shark armor.
It's a stone skin. You can choose yourself or one of your allies within 5 feet of you and use this new feature
Oh,
while in
there it
Bear Shark
is.
form to boost their AC by 2 points until you drop the form. It's called stone skin.
no. It's
So,
like-
Cammy, as long as you stay within 5 feet of him in his Were Shark form, your AC is a +2. But that is what pops out of you. He goes into Were Shark form, points at you, being within 5 feet, and your skin starts to grow a gray stone extra layer.
Cammy has fully freaked out and is just frozen.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
That's
uh,
not
I'm gonna-
helping.
I'm gonna look at. I'm like, I look to Malador. Like, are you doing this?
I know I'm not.
Ah!
Okay, can you stop?
Ah!
You're freaking her out.
It's gone.
Does it go back in?
Yeah. It slowly just sinks into your skin.
So kind of like pulling down a blind and pushing the blind back up. It just slowly formed, slowly goes away.
So are we going or not?
That's weird. We should
Well,
probably.
why
make
is the
camp.
day more safe?
Is day?
yeah.
It's brighter.
Well, again, from your knowledge, the day is safer because there's no real account for the dangers at night. The valley doesn't hold a whole lot of light. Light sources seem to get lost in the valley, and what is out there and what could be out there is highly unpredictable.
So if we go at night, is it gonna be like a bandit or two, or is it gonna be like creatures from hell begin like rising out from the ground, trying to like tugging at our ankles, trying to
That'd
pull
be
us
our
down?
luck.
Like,
I don't know.
Immediately.
Didn't you?
I never
go-
got my ankles tugged at. I was on a horse.
What are the rumors that you've heard about this place?
Oh, I mean, this is like Cammy. This is like children's horror stories.
Like
There's
horrors
there's
beyond
really-
my imagination, or
pretty
it's
much,
like-
but like dumbed down so they'll like eat you if you don't eat your veggies. You guys all have balanced diets, right?
I'm a
People.
goat.
Okay. The silence speaks volumes.
I'm a horse. You hear Nelly in the background. I'm a horse.
Okay.
Yeah. So cool. So yeah, I guess let's just make camp for the night, guys, and we'll just hit first light.
All right.
All right. How are you guys making camp? Does anyone
I
have
could
tools for
throw down
making a
house
camp?
card.
I'm-
Does
The
anyone?
couch is.
Not.
I presume the
You-
couch fell.
If you pull out that deck of cards and we are not in combat. It's going to be the same rule as Yorick with the book. I'm going to slap you in the face. And no.
Get the
No.
spray bottle.
Don't do it. Yeah, spray bottle. Like a cat with a spray bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It would just
Um,
sizzle off of the flames.
Does anyone have any wood or tools to make a campfire? Does anyone have a tent, bedrolls,
mean,
the couch.
anything?
Is
Or
there-
Where'd the couch
is there
land?
trees around? What's the?
I have a
area
bedroll.
around?
I call dibs on the couch.
desert?
My couch.
But it's like
Desert.
it's like right in front of the valley, so there's no like cactus. There's no dry
Nope,
brush.
it is. You are about
Tumbleweed.
5 miles
was
from the edge of the
tumbleweed.
valley, and in every direction it is just flat, open desert with tumbleweeds. If you want to grab a couple of those,
Yeah, I mean they'll burn.
True.
So
Alright.
yeah.
so. Are any of you taking watch, or is everyone going to sleep?
I'll take watch.
Well,
I'll take
Garrison
watch.
doesn't sleep. Now, Garrison, you don't sleep, but you do need at least 4 hours of doing nothing
Right.
for it to count. I know we.
I am gonna be that asshole and sit on the couch so nobody else can sleep on it though.
Okay.
I mean
drew
the
myself
couch
across
that,
the
the
back of
couch
the
that's
couch.
like utterly destroyed because it just fell from fucking 300
Yeah.
feet in the air.
It is now like broken and slanted back down again. So
Shit.
Go off hide in a corner.
Do your magic again. Your couch fixing magic.
Can't.
Oh,
What do you mean? What?
he fixed the couch, and now we can't.
Cool.
oh, yeah, I think his mending is once a day.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's technically a cantrip. But I don't know if I could. It's still
Cantrip.
technically once a day, I think.
No, still
Uh-huh.
technically once a day. Because you're not a spellcaster. This is
Right.
just by the feet. It's not by
How
spell.
Right.
about you use that and you fix our situation? How about that?
fixing a
how,
couch.
how about you mend this situation where Gladys just
sleep,
dropped
Garrison.
us in
How about you
the
close your eyes and go
to
sleep?
So, Garrison, you gather a couple of the tumbleweeds. I know we have a source of fire because Malador can just light it on. Yeah. So,
Can I do fireballs yet?
yeah. You two go ahead and make perception checks if you're staying up.
Okay.
And talk amongst yourselves for a
I
second.
will. I won't take first watch. I'll let whoever else do it, and then
I got
I'll be-
first watch.
So Yorick and Malador.
Yep.
You guys both
23.
roll, and then talk amongst
Wait.
yourselves for a second.
Yeah,
Same
23.
thing, Steve. Same thing.
Bathroom.
How dare?
That's not how
I'm
you
gonna go
spell
grab a water real
bathroom.
quick.
You
So
mean you
Malador,
weren't already completely prepared?
I'm already leaving. Going to get a water.
He's
Go
leaving.
you motherfucker. There.
That's how the conversation goes. So
Yeah.
Malador, you motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how every conversation starts with them.
Malador,
so-
I'm already leaving, you motherfucker.
Bitch.
Do we want to talk about how this fucking ship just dropped us in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Do that normally? I don't.
No, no, it's not.
Oh.
Well, there's clearly something that the ship doesn't like out here, so.
I cannot wait when Malador.
What do you want,
goes-
Garrison?
I want to know why your fucking ship dropped us off here.
I don't know. It was not my choosing at all. Swear.
I hate that ship. I hate it so much. It's
Yeah, it's kind of
disgusting.
annoying.
Now you know how I feel when I'm here.
We lost half of what you said.
Oh my God, he's bigger.
Vertical.
Vertical.
Horizontal.
Uh-uh.
Horizontal.
Horizontal. He is horizontal.
That
Now
was
he
horizontal.
is.
Would you like my
Hexagonal.
roll?
I heard 23.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I got 19.
Okay. If you were talking, they missed most of it.
Oh, I was saying now you know how I feel when my book is going wonky.
My cards are always wonky.
So,
You guys
Yeah,
have
but
a
they
lot
don't
of
teleport
fire
everywhere
walking
and sit on the
next
back of horses and not fly when they're a bird.
Yeah, you don't teleport us into the second campaign.
Right. That is true. Well, I haven't yet.
but is Vidar having separation anxiety from his bird?
No, he's just annoyed because his bird is supposed to be a support animal, and she's being a ridiculous teenage brat. She's literally there supposed to be a support animal. Like, that's what she's for. And she's being a teenage brat, so he's annoyed.
She's being a brat because she doesn't want to leave the horse.
I just want to hang out with my friends. God.
God,
They're besties. Leave them alone.
Stop smothering me.
stop being such an old man, Dad. All right. So, is there anything that you two want to do during your watch, or should we move on?
Do we see anything?
No, your watch goes uneventful.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So I will say, again,
Actually,
go ahead.
do I see York?
Yeah.
I want to go sneak over him, and I want to sneak over to him, and I want to steal my goddamn amulet back.
He's awake with you.
Oh, fuck! Never mind. Never
gonna
mind.
watch
Just sneaking
Never
over
mind,
to an awake man.
Oh, never mind.
He's literally going like this
He's
over
fine.
to York.
You
York's
can't
like,
see
what are
me.
you doing?
York's just
Just
looking
like-
over at him. He's still, Meldor's still in his shark form, just going.
Yorick, you see Malador like trying to hunch forward and walk behind the couch. You just see his shark fin. Start hearing jaws in the background.
You make eye contact, and Malador's just like, you can't see me.
Oh God,
Okay,
no.
okay. Can we make that canon that Malador's rage form has the Jaws theme song in the background?
I like
Sure.
That, yeah.
Just constantly.
Why
like
not? So yeah, as he's moving, but he has to be crouching forward and stealthing, otherwise the music doesn't play.
Seems
All right.
fair.
So your watch goes without issue, and after a night, you can all take another long rest if you need it. If not, we can move on. As you all wake up, the sun is coming up. Everything gets nice and bright out in the middle of the desert. The tan desert sand turning that bright white when the sun hits it. And the first thing that most of you are going to notice, specifically Yorick, the giant, almost sky height mountains that are on each side of the Vinum Valley are now much, much shorter.
Interesting.
To the point where they're still flat, but to the point where you can now actually see the top of them. And there are trees on the top.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
You
why it's
see-
sacred today.
You see a windy section of the area that has low height mountains on both sides. The shape in the middle of the mountains has now also changed. It's the work of a snake as it curves in and out from left to right and back again. On the top of the mountains are a flat mountain is a cluster of trees, green and red bushes, patched in random places from cracks and crevices. So the trees are not only on the flat part, but some of them are actually growing out of the sides of the mountains. I mean, so you've got the greens and reds. Some of them are even go as being purples and pinks. They grow tall, thick, vibrant with massive canopies. So even the ones that are growing out of the sides of the mountains, they're casting a lot of shade as the sun hits into the valley. The canopies are huge, almost like the Crook House, just not stacked. It's just one large canopy like an umbrella. These canopies are teeming with different species, from birds to squirrels. You see turtles and porcupines and armadillos and all of those various creatures one might see out in hot desert land. all manner of small four-legged animals. The valley itself, now instead of just the 100-foot wide that you guys saw before, it is miles wide in various places. Some of them are still narrow to the 100 feet. Others stretch way out on both sides.
Why does this remind me of the realm we were just in?
Hell?
Hell.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, Fuckwood also said it was like that. Like it was narrow, but it felt out or whatever.
The primary land is a healthy mixture of smooth rock surfaces, sand, grass patches, and tiny ponds, filled with, Cammy, what you know is crisp, clean water. One of the notes that you took as they told you you were approaching this is the water on the ground is safe to drink. It is some of the clearest and cleanest. There are deer seen grazing along the valley floor.
I'm gonna
Some-
go and.
I want to kill one.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill
and
it.
small families from one water source to another.
Drink its
It's
blood.
it looks very
Tag
peaceful.
team him, Garrison. You drink his blood, I'll eat the corpse.
You're gonna turn into the Cullens, aren't you? I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it.
I'm gonna grab the deer and I'm just gonna.
Yep, there are small families of them from water source to another. It seems. I mean, I'm just assuming you guys got up and you started going.
Yeah.
Again, the 5 miles does not take that long for you guys to traverse it. And as you get to the edge of the valley, it's not loud. You know, you hear all the manner of creatures and you see them all, and immediately get the deer that you want to eat. That's fine. But it feels and seems very peaceful in this area.
We don't like eat.
Well, this is why it's safer during the day.
But why did the mountains move?
They shrink in the sun. I'm not a scientist.
Or is it like they're
Aren't
filled
you
up with
from these
water?
parts? Aren't there stories?
No, I'm
about
further
that stuff?
down.
Oh, okay.
York,
All I
no,
know is like the boogeyman.
when the mountains move, was it like slow and subtle, or was like everything shaking and
None of you saw
Calamity.
it. You were sleeping.
Clueless, very.
Not
that's-
even Yorick and Malador would noticed anything.
Malador, are you still in your shark form?
Mhm.
No, he wouldn't have been.
Yeah. I never dropped it. I never went to sleep,
You-
so I never dropped it.
So you took a point of exhaustion.
I didn't rest. We did. Did we? Did I need the rest?
You would have had to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then no, I'm not. Never mind then. My bad. My bad.
You think you're just gonna stay up for
Look,
24
I'm just
hours?
gonna
and
clarify.
not
I
have
mean,
a
if you
level of
wanted to have
exhaustion?
stayed all night, just take the point and we'll move on. But yes, you guys would have. I just didn't see the point in doing 3 watches because
Right,
you rolled
okay.
high enough and nothing was gonna happen anyway. But before you guys go and murder a deer, I need someone else to roll for the day.
I will.
Yeah. Before that, he definitely would have turned back into shark form to go for the deer, though, for sure.
What dice?
20. Roll me a 20 die. Don't add anything. Just roll me a 20 die.
3.
Roll me a 20 die.
Terrific.
He said
Why are you smiling,
not
fuckwit?
a
I don't
D4.
like this
Oh,
one.
nothing. I'm not smiling. You're smiling.
Oh no. Here comes
Okay.
God
Out
to
of
smite
fear.
us.
Here comes God to lend us a helping hand and teleport us to Cammy's land and just like take his big old God fist and find Xander and
Okay. So, I have Garrison and Shark form Malador going after a deer. How are you guys doing it?
I am
Well,
going to approach one of the bigger ones and just
So
Super-
going after a buck.
oh yeah,
Okay.
and super speed up to him and just grab him, snap his neck.
And as he's snapping his neck and biting him, Malador's gonna come up from behind and eat the entire lower half. Completely
Okay.
off.
So, okay, first I'm gonna drain it of blood, and then I'm gonna give you the carcass. We're not letting in the tramping this, all right?
No,
Like, you're not gonna
hold on,
eat.
hold
Why?
on,
You're not,
hold on,
you're not
hold on,
gonna.
hold on.
Snapping a deer
Too
corpse.
late, I already did it.
Hold on. So as you guys are entering the valley, asking Cammy questions and trying to get your bearings as to how you're going to traverse this with the weird sequence of events, you guys watch Garrison do his speed runner as he just tackles one of the big bucks that are drinking out of one of the ponds of water. You see a doe and a couple of the baby deer scamper off into the valley. And then as he is holding this deer down, biting its neck, shark form Malador comes up from behind the deer and just bites it in half and walks away as now the deer is not only bleeding from its neck with Garrison, but also just pumping out of the half of it into the pond, turning this beautiful, clean blue water a murky brownish red as the body just falls limp in Garrison's arms. Garrison, you notice as you're trying to drink it, the source starts going in a different direction. So you're now having to pull harder to get it, and the body you're holding just kind of falls in your arms.
I try to like tilt it up, like just give it, blast her up.
I mean, you managed to get everything you need to
Yeah.
satiate. You are, sorry, going to notice that this wasn't as gratifying.
Oh yeah.
It was nice for me.
Well, of
Helped
course.
my
But yes, so
problem.
this like 6'5" red were shark just chomps half this body
Yeah,
of the
it's
deer.
horrified.
I mean, within a couple of bites, the body is gone. And it's just like the legs that got chopped off and the teeth and went in different directions.
Oh god.
Malador's just gonna, with his big hand, he's just gonna little claws pick up the teeth and just here.
Pick up the what? What did you pick up?
You didn't pick up the... No. There was no teeth. I said out of your teeth was the legs that just got snapped off. And...
So you just picked the legs
Yeah,
out of
you
it?
didn't have teeth. You didn't bite that side. You ate its ass.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna snap the toes off.
The deer
hooves?
toes?
Yeah.
The hooves?
Yeah. The hooves.
The deer toes.
The deer toes. You know what? That's what this episode's gonna be called. The deer
God,
toes.
the deer toes.
Deer
Sounds
toes
like a
is what this
band.
was. Yeah, exactly.
Kind of a crazy
deer-
band name, I ain't gonna lie.
He's gonna collect the deer toes and he's gonna polish them. He's gonna paint them. Put them on his wall.
Got a collection of pickled deer feet.
Pickled deer.
Pickled deer
Horrible. Okay, so Malador has eaten. You're good for a little while. Garrison, it's not going to last as long as you wanted to, but
Yeah,
it did work for now. And what are the rest of you doing after this took place? So your welcome into the Vinum Valley was the absolute terrifying horror of a family of deer that scampered off into the valley that ended up running through a couple of the cluster of bushes and just shooting birds up in random directions, and two of your party members just filleting a deer. That is your welcome into the valley. Hi, how are you? Here's a new area.
Nice, tranquil.
I added 2 deer
scenery,
toes to my.
and then just.
I did finally to an episode of Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly that.
Exactly. You just enter the valley and you're.
Yeah.
What is it? In South Park, the woodland creatures. Hail
Yes.
Satan!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just see it though, like the Cammy is sitting there horrified, but the rest of you are just like, yeah, it's still beautiful here.
I was
It's
giving
so
like a
good.
guided tour of like, and then these guys come out, and the water here is drinkable, and then
Yeah. Well, maybe not that pond. That one's not drinkable anymore. But the rest of this is gorgeous. It's a beautiful place. As long as it's during the day.
yeah.
Deer blood is actually very good for you guys. You should drink up.
I don't know. It's been waterlogged.
Yeah.
You know, it's been
Oh,
watered down.
That
I don't
is
think it's
true.
good for you anymore. I think the water washed away all the nutrients. But
Traveler's
yes,
just gonna hold up
nevertheless,
a deer leg. Just
half
dripping.
of a deer carcass is now kind of just like laying face down inside the pond. With just
I mean, I
this
wouldn't have put it
blood
in the
pool.
water. I'm not an asshole like Malador.
How big were the antlers?
What's up?
How big were the antlers?
That's a
5 point.
probably 5 point.
I want to cut off the
Oh.
antlers. I want them as well.
Okay. So Malador just starts sawing off the antlers.
Sawing them off with what?
He has swords.
Yeah,
He's
I got
fine.
swords.
Good luck.
Who cares if he dulls his blade? I don't care.
Yeah.
Aldor don't give a fuck.
But
I would like to try to force a connection with the book.
Here we go.
nothing. Actually, no. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Arcana?
Yes.
Next.
Egg salad. I thought we were having papaya.
What'd you roll?
He's counting.
That is an 11.
No.
I'm going to wipe my mouth and so Cammy, lead the way.
Yeah. Just walking slightly faster than before. Not like a jog, just like a brisk speed walk.
Eat to have.
So yes, as you guys are going through, again, there's not. It's not like every 5 feet there's a gully or a tree, or it's very randomized. But there's like little rock piles, and then there's little rock faces, and then there's ponds. And that wasn't the only family of animals. You did happen to scare off the family of deer, but there are the armadillos, and there's the squirrels, and then the birds that have touched down on the ground. You see snakes slithering across. It's just all manner of creatures in here. You see nests that are on the canopies of birds. And Darling, now finally exiting the back of Nelly, starts flying around and circling around the canopies of the trees, basically saying hi to all of the other birds that are up there. And then touches down onto the valley floor and grabs a squirrel. And so another minor horror show as she grabs the squirrel and goes up, and as she's curving up to the left side, the squirrel goes as she's just eats it in the air, and just its remains kind of fall down to the ground.
That's my girl.
It's kind of like copying what they did, just leaving part of it
A single tear
splattered.
falls down Vidar's face, and he's like, "I'm so proud."
I'm so proud. She's finally not being a child.
Meanwhile, I'm
I want to keep a.
consoling Hank.
Consoling Hank. Yes.
Meredith.
Who is
Stay here, Hank. Stay here.
yes, who is like terrified as like at shaking as you're trying to console.
Merida will look over at Hank and be like, "Heck, you're next."
He literally hisses at you with like his beady red eyes.
And I hiss
But-
back.
All right.
I want to keep an eye out for any rare animals.
Okay. Cammy, you said that you were giving a tour,
Yeah.
so go ahead.
There's this family of squirrels, and they were pregnant whenever I came through here. So now they probably have a little squirrel baby, and I named him Dan, the dad. I think the dad. I don't know how squirrel families work. And so over here, there's also these birds, and they're really pretty. They're like green, I think. No, that's a leaf. There's the bird. No, that's a leaf. There's a bluebird. That one's pretty cool. I didn't name it because it wasn't here, I think. Yeah.
Care do not.
Oh.
We do. Keep talking.
Yeah,
We
keep
care.
talking. Keep
We
talking,
care.
please.
Feels so horrible.
Tell me more about your village.
Okay, so there's like it's really small, I think, comparatively to the cities that I went through. It's really small. There's like 7 families, and there's this really mean guy, Biff. God,
Biff.
hate him.
Eat Biff.
He does good work on the farm, so maybe not.
No eat Biff.
Yeah, no eat Biff. And
No
he
eat
has
Biff.
friends. He's friends with Rook. Rook's actually pretty cool when he's not around Biff, but then when he is around Biff, he's like really mean.
Eat Rook and Biff.
No, Rook's fine. No.
No
No.
eat Rook and Biff.
No eat them. No
Malor,
eat
how
them.
about we don't eat any of the villagers? How about we
Yeah,
how about we make that a rule?
that seems like a good rule.
As soon as we
You
walk
know,
into a place
will
with
not.
sharp Malador, we go, "Don't eat this guy." No.
This guy friend.
I could see it. He just walks by a building. Malador like picks one up from the back scruff and goes, "This one,
Yeah.
this one."
Absolutely.
Like showing off slabs of meat at a butcher. This one.
Absolutely. That's exactly what would happen.
So it's a farming village. Like that's how you
Yes.
guys make your living, money. Like
We're pretty self-contained.
yeah,
Sell who?
Sell who?
self-contained.
Yeah, like we grow our
I'm
own
sick
food and then
about-
eat that food and then replant the food.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
like a commune.
what's that
Who
word
do
mean?
you sell the food to?
We
Like
don't.
you
Yeah,
kind of
you guys-
you're self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Gotcha.
That's fucking dumb. How do you gotta have some kind of money to steal?
It must be very
That was too much of a sentence for
Yeah.
Malador, by the way.
Yeah, Malador's no longer in shark form. Beat him
Oh,
up,
yeah.
beat him up.
Yeah,
As soon as he says a full
tired
sentence,
of-
it's out.
he was tired. He couldn't speak. So he popped out.
it sounds like it must be very peaceful to
It
be
is.
away from the happenings of the world.
Well, it was scary when I went into the city, so
Don't get
comparatively,
sentimental
probably.
on me now, Garrison.
What?
Don't get sentimental on us now.
We'll
I'm
have to
just
take Ghost in you
We
one
need
day.
you know,
we need our hard-hitting freak vampire.
I am just envious of the peace that these people must know.
Well, there's a
And
good
look-
amount of drama.
Look
People are
at the
racist.
storm coming towards them right now.
Racist.
That's my worry.
Human
That is
village.
my worry.
So you're
Let's just
telling me
as soon as we get there, let's just apologize to
No.
Biff and Rook for anything that might happen.
And they don't
Just,
like
you know,
No.
preemptive apologize.
But
Just
don't.
immediately. Oh, hey, you're Biff. I'm sorry. It. That's it.
Just
You'll
say-
find
just
out
say-
more
they'll
later.
be like, "Why are you
Something's
sorry?"
gonna happen to you. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna
Yeah.
happen to
Something's
you.
gonna happen.
You're gonna
Something's
be like,
gonna
"Find more later. You'll find
They're
out
gonna be
more
like,
later.
"Why
I
are you
don't know.
sorry?"
I don't know.
They're gonna
I don't
ask us
know.
why are you sorry, and we just point at Malador.
happen.
Cammy, I promise you, if someone calls me something provocative and racist, they're gonna get their head cut off.
I was in the bathroom the whole time. I don't know.
Why? Why would
Oh,
you just automatically go there?
I feel
That's
like
a
you
promise.
probably shouldn't kill anyone, though.
So
Mm,
is
They're not like
everybody?
law
my head are
enforcement.
saying otherwise. What do you
Vidal's
mean?
gonna raise his hand up and be like, all for leaving Malador on the outskirts of the village.
Well,
All for choking you by the neck and
Everyone
setting my hand on
Oh,
fire.
okay.
Everyone raises their
Everyone raises their hand except for Cammy. I like it. Yorick, you are going a stupid passive perception every fucking time. You're going to. No. You don't have to. That's the beauty of passive perception and my frustration with it. You see off in the distance as this conversation is going, around one of the snake bends, some what look like glimmers or sparkles just kind of moving in sequence, weird patterns throughout the air.
Here we go.
You're also going to hear voices, although you can't make the words out, off in the distance. As this, even over this whole conversation, everyone arguing at Malador, you're gonna see that the sequence patterns of just sparkles and dust, what it looks like from this distance, and then hear voices in the somewhere. There's no echo to it. You just hear it.
Or like, ooh.
All of that cut off, bud.
Yeah.
He said,
All
"Ooh,
of that
shiny."
cut off. Ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
York's gonna say, "Ooh, shiny," and then start walking towards it.
Okay. Please continue your conversation.
Do we notice him walking in a different direction, or
How loud does he say, "Ooh, shiny"?
How loud does he say, ooh, shiny?
Regular. Ooh, shiny.
So under your breath?
Not really under my breath.
Not
but,
really,
like,
not really shouting, but like just kind of general volume, like, oh,
as if having a face-to-face conversation with somebody.
Okay.
Very quiet.
So I will say, because the only one who has not been yelling at Malador is Steven, you can give me a perception check if you would like.
All right.
I mean, my passive is 16.
Oh, I
so-
know, but you're very wrapped up in hating on Mr. Sharkman, so.
Always the shark man.
I'm not hating on him. I'm just
Noticing things
Oh.
about him.
That's an 11.
just
I'm gonna make
Just
your skin turn
wondering-
into armor.
pointing
Just
out some
wondering-
fallacies.
Okay.
Wondering why
So-
he is the way that he is.
So with the 11, I will say that Yorick probably gets about 50 to 60 feet away from the group before you notice that he is jaunting off very excitedly in a random direction.
Guys, Yorick
Toward-
is just a leader.
What?
Oh.
Like, look, he's just
What
going.
are you doing, York?
And now you all see just the back of him as you are now about to reach the first snake bend of the valley, and he is about 60 feet away from the group, heading toward the first bend. Yorick, the sparkles have disappeared around it, and the voices are getting louder.
I'm gonna.
They sound more like scuffles and grunts.
I'm gonna go up to Yorick and put my hand on his shoulder. Like, where are you going, buddy?
Okay, so I mean, like within fucking half a second, just a hand is on your shoulder. You move too fucking fast.
I saw shiny sparkle.
Yeah,
And-
yeah, no, just don't even pay attention to it. Just come back to us. We don't follow random
Garrison, at this
lights.
distance, Garrison, at this point, you can now hear the voices as well.
I can hear him. Oh, okay.
You start hearing them off in the distance as well. When he says, ooh, shiny things, you also hear
Do I see the shiny lights?
you don't. They bent around the corner.
Maybe
just
we can
gonna-
somewhere.
What was that?
Maybe we can get some supplies from whoever these people are.
I don't know. I don't trust it. Why don't you just come back to the group and we'll see.
I mean, did the rest of the group stop walking, or did you guys
No,
keep
they
going?
definitely.
No, I'm
Maldor was
driving up.
going.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty much by the time you tell him just come back to the group, the group is caught up.
Maldor hears the voices.
Everyone does now.
Rocket in toward the voices. Johnny
Can
Stormfire.
can we make out what the voices are saying?
They're not really words, as more of just, again, grunts and what sounds like scuffle.
It doesn't sound like people.
I'm about to find out.
Do you guys usually just follow random sounds that you hear?
Alidor does.
I don't. I follow the people who stupidly follow the voices that just burn.
That makes sense.
That just burn? Yeah.
Yeah,
I follow the people who stupidly follow the random voices.
yeah,
He follows the stupid burning man.
yeah.
So if you guys are all going to continue in that direction, so it was about 60 feet to catch up to Yorick, and then probably another 50 feet to get to the first bend. And as you round the bend, it's more of the same beautiful valley. When you round the bend, the left cliff face and that bend get nice and close to being, instead of miles or even hundreds of feet, probably about 20, 30 feet as you're going around the bend, just small by comparison to the rest of it. And as you round, you see what looks like 4 humans that are not, they're not dressed for combat. They're all wearing just like brown, raggedy clothes. One of them is holding what looks like a rusty sword. Another one's holding, I mean, literally what looks like a pitchfork. One of them is, the other 2 are holding like sticks. And they are trying to fight off and surround a bowl, maybe? What you guys are looking at, these 4 surrounding, is a massive creature, 7 feet tall from the front to the back, or yep, 7 feet tall, 10 feet long from front to back, 7 feet tall from hoof to back. You're seeing 2 long curved horns that are coming out of the side of the head like a bull out of the temples, and another 2 that are angling downward and bend forward from its chin. So they come down and they go in like an L shape. Giant nostrils that fluff in and out as it breathes heavily. Thick black smoke bellows out with each puff.
This reminds me of a creature from Final Fantasy X.
A 4-foot-long tail that resembles the flow of the snake of the valley. But the sharpness of a sword comes to a point like it has a blade at the back of it. The end having a spiked ball the size of a softball.
That's what you call a danger tickle.
Its body from left to right, roughly 5 feet thick, and like popping muscular as if it's on steroids. On its back along the spine appears to be foot-long spikes like porcupine quills, only thick like railroad spikes. Along the left and right side of its neck, going from the bottom of its chin down to the breastplate, there's more nostril-like holes on each side, each one also narrowing and expanding when it breathes and puffing out black smoke. And that is what these 4 are surrounding, trying to... You don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they're trying to capture it, if they're trying... what they're surrounding it with these weapons that aren't really weapons, not really dressed in armor. And with every time that they hit it with these weapons, it doesn't look like it's doing much to it. And just every time it's just stomping its right foot into the ground and just digging further and further under and huffing more and more of this black smoke out, lowering its head down like it's about to charge.
I have an idea.
The last thing to note is that it has 6 legs.
Okay.
And that is what the scuffle is. So they're not talking. They're whispering to each other, but you really can't make the words out. But it's more just the and just like the creature is only getting angry. It's not responding to the non-damage that they're doing at all. It
But
seems
still-
like the pitchfork looks like it could break if it was swung wrong against this creature.
So Garrison's gonna kind of, he's gonna shout like, what are you guys doing to the people?
Piss off! This is our money.
Well, after hearing that, Malador's gonna shoot over,
We'll fight.
fucking Johnny Storm style.
Okay.
And when he gets to there, he's gonna clap his hands and do the thunderclap.
I have a question. Real quick. When Malador
I
turns
don't.
into flames, what happens to the backpack?
It looks like it catches on fire along with him.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Does
question,
Gladys die? Like, because now she's on fire.
You do not know.
It just would be my hope and dream.
Okay. So you're gonna do the thunderclap.
Yeah. What do I get to do for that now? Because we
Okay,
homebrewed that.
so let's see. You create a burst of thunderous sound. The only thing that we did was turned it red. That was the
Okay.
homebrew. So you create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range of you, other than you, must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 thunder damage.
2d6.
Do-do-do-do-do. Well, another homebrew we're going to do for this one is we're going to treat this like a warlock spell, and it's going to automatically hit at the
Nice!
highest level
I
that
like
it
that.
can, which you are level 10.
Yeah.
So that's the 5th, it'd be 2d6. So I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, even us? Like, we're not even near them?
Yeah.
Everyone within range.
What's the range?
It's
No.
like 100 feet or something.
Nope. That's the sound. Sorry. You guys are, so don't mind the roll. You can hear it within 100 feet, but the damage range is 5 feet. So you went
Yeah.
right up and clapped.
Yeah, right on
Okay.
top of the bowl and everybody.
All right. So let me roll.
I rolled,
You just roll your damage.
yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 4.
And with this, if they succeed, they don't take any damage at all. Okay.
Lots of fails, lots of fails.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So all the guys failed. The bull didn't.
Fine. Fuck the guys.
What'd you roll for damage?
6 and a 4. So
10?
Yeah.
Okay. So you watch Malador turn into Johnny Storm and blast off toward this massive creature and these 4 strangers. Land. Where are you landing? Directly in front? On top? Where are you clapping?
He's doing it midair.
Okay. So you see him hover above this creature, clap his hands, and this thunderous, like ear-deafening sound bursts out. And that same red mist that you saw come out of his hand when he did the mending spell goes about 5 feet out from him and pushes these 4 strangers about 10 feet down onto their backs.
My money.
Those 4 are no longer moving. However,
I fucking killed them.
Oops. You did just try attacking the bull, so I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yay!
Awesome.
I actually was not expecting you guys to break this thing.
I didn't
Can
want
we
to fuck
opt
this
out
thing.
of this?
Why did I
Yeah,
just
can we just
roll?
leave? Can we just
Listen.
let Malador do this?
Listen, initiative does not always mean you have to fight. I have told you guys before there are
Yeah.
other ways. So,
Run.
I'm gonna go last.
Everybody
on.
stands
That's
up.
what you think.
Vote. Let Malador fight this thing by himself.
Hold on, guys. Don't give me your initiatives yet. You know what I do. Steven. Da, 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 da. And Vidar?
6.
All right. Merida.
9.
Yorick.
5.
Steven.
17.
Okay.
Malador.
3.
Garrison.
15.
Got it. Okay. Well,
You forgot Cammy.
oh, I did.
Yeah.
She doesn't get to play.
Oh, 7.
Oh well. Okay, so we have 6. We have 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Like all you needed was a couple more, and you guys would have had a fucking straight flush there.
That just shows you
Okay.
how willingly we are, like, wanting to help Malador right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well that is 26 for the bowl. Okay. This
I think
is
it's
going
safe
to
to say
be
the bull is going first.
this is going to be rather interesting. So Malador is
What?
going to do 4 attacks against you.
Flame shield.
Okay. It's still going to do 4 attacks against you.
What does the flame shield do again?
I'm about to read it.
It's another one of his homebrew things.
Flame shield. Fire shield consumes your whole body and comes 1 inch off. Anyone who attacks and succeeds automatically takes 1d8 fire damage, and results
Okay.
last 1 round.
I
Yeah.
think that's
So
what
it's melee. Anyone that succeeds on a successful melee attack
And that would be
automatically
8, my
takes the
friend.
damage. Got it. All right. But but again, if they have multi, it's only one of them that they take the damage.
Right,
But that is
yeah.
that's still actually not bad. Okay.
Question:
so-
with that, can I add my hellfire damage?
No, because that's only with the weapon.
Okay.
Yes, that's only with the weapon. So it's gonna
But
do
DM,
4 attacks
I
against you.
am a weapon.
That is true. I am a weapon.
One of them is going to be with the spikes on its back, and then the other 3 are going to be with its horns. Okay. That is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hits a little bit.
That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that one hits a little bit.
That is a 31 to hit.
What the fuck?
And that is another 31 to hit.
All right, buddy.
Jesus.
All right, so we're gonna do its quills first.
Yippee.
Guys, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think he could keep going.
Yeah, no, you got this, Malador. You got this.
That is with the quills. That is 20 points of piercing damage.
Halved.
Yep, reduced to 10. And then the
Are you in your Wereshark form? I thought you were.
Doesn't matter.
it's an automatic thing with him.
Oh.
He gets it regardless. All right, and then that is
That was a lot of dice.
that is 24 points of piercing damage, reduced to 12.
I love barbarian.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah. That is 30 points of piercing damage, reduced to 15.
Not bad. I'm fine.
And then That's another 30 reduced to 15.
I'm fine. Actually, I'm not doing fine.
30,
Okay.
what is that? 30
So-
plus 12, 42 plus 10.
What's
You
what's
took
my
52
number?
points of damage.
What's my number for Ghost Rider?
A quarter of your health.
What's a quarter of 84?
21.
21.
Okay, I'm close.
Okay, so you guys watch him hover above this beast and clap, and this red misty orb comes out with this loud boom that sends most of you covering your ears. The 4 men that were surrounding it go flat onto their backs and stop moving. And then this massive creature sends these spikes up into the body of Malador, and then just gets up on 3 of its hind legs and just gores him 3 separate times with these massive horns that are coming out of the side of its head. Malador now technically grappled, skewered on the bottom 2 horns. As you are now grappled, hanging in the air, as
Am I
these
also
2.
burning him now, though, since I'm completely on fire?
It doesn't seem to be bothering him.
Great.
But that is now what you guys are watching, is this bowl just has him skewered through, whipping him back and forth, stomping
Ow!
his feet,
Ow!
pissed off.
I assume he usually does stuff like this.
All the time.
Yeah, and it usually works out in his favor, but
Oh.
it's nice to see this. I'm
Yeah.
happy. Vidar has a big smile on his face.
Okay. This is one of the times it doesn't.
Okay, well, Steven, you are up with Garrison on deck.
All right, first things first. Cast healing word at 3rd level. Wait, can I do that? No, I can't. Cast healing word at 2nd. Wait, no, I can cast healing word at 3rd level. Cast healing word at 3rd level for Malador, with my healing word being idiot. And he's gonna heal 14 HP.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you. That's actually pretty good, actually. I don't need to rage now.
And then I am going to give him a Bardic Inspiration die for my...
Nice. I like that.
How do you inspire him?
Fuck it,
Malador, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
There you go. See?
That's not
See-
true. There's plenty of perfectly capable people being able to do it.
Garrison feels insulted in some way over that song. Like, what do you mean no one can?
I'm sure there's other nice were sharks out there who
Yeah.
are just evenly tempered.
Yeah,
Evenly tempered.
Have more
Alright.
than 2 brain cells.
I'm special for a reason. Okay.
Okay, that is that.
Moto's got 2 brain cells and they're both fighting for 3rd place.
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Sounds about right.
All right, Steven, anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Actually, I'll back away from the bowl.
Okay. Okay.
I can't wait until campaign 2 and I'm just the nicest individual ever.
That would be a hell. I don't think.
Yet
I
it'll
don't
be
think.
my turn.
Oh no! I'll back out the door.
Listen, there's always going to be an unstable prick in the party. It just has to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time we should all just be normal people.
get hit
What did you do
get
the
stung
other
by a
day?
bee and just
I
dies.
went to the,
Yep.
went to the
Campaign two. Everyone is just a normal human.
Did you
Everyone.
catch the game
Everyone.
last night?
Listen.
market.
Yeah.
Bill.
No, yeah. Look.
We got
Campaign-
Bill, we got Steve.
Yeah, campaign 2. Everyone's a human. Everyone's a fighter. Everyone's a different subclass. Everyone's just a basic fighter.
Eldritch
different
Knight is just
subclass.
a dude who
human.
keeps a packet of ketchup in his pocket. He just throws it at people. He's like, fireball.
Oh my god.
Pocket say it.
Pocket say it. Oh man. All right, Garrison, you are up with
Derek, get
Merida.
out!
With Merida on deck.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Actually, no, Garrison, you're up, and then another one is on deck.
run up and grab Malador and try and rip him off the gourd spike.
Okay. So
Is
that will be. Let me see.
I gotta take
Because
a
he's throwing him around. It'll be.
like athletics?
Yeah, your athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Is going to be a 18.
Rollies.
Okay. That is a 12.
Rollies again.
What? Oh,
The suspense.
Oh, Sean.
16.
4. All right.
Oh.
So
It was
you
a me off.
you manage with a little bit of struggle, like Iron Man trying to wrestle the gauntlet away from Thanos. You manage to pull Malador off of the skewers, and I mean when you rip him off, it is just Malador's blood just dripping off of these massive fucking horns. Like I said, they went in an L shape, and he was right up at the corner of it. So
Yeah.
you're pulling him off of there like a slab of meat, and it's just dripping. And he's got these 2 holes between, from front to back, like glasses in his torso as you take his body off.
Start using Malador's binoculars.
I see you.
So I'm gonna rip Malador off and kind of like just like toss him
Okay.
back behind me, and I'm gonna try and be like, whoa, like to the bull, like like put my hands up and kind of like back up.
Okay.
Kind of make myself like a non-threatening gesture, like.
Okay. So you can do persuasion or animal handling. But this is going to take your whole turn.
Yep. I will do persuasion, I guess. That is a 16.
Ooh, okay. So it doesn't immediately charge, but you can tell that it's not convinced.
It's still like,
if that makes any
it's
sense.
still like, I'm
Yeah,
sure
it's still hostile.
Yeah.
Scared animal.
Yeah. It's still beating its giant leg and just continuing to carve that valley out like it's ready to charge.
Yeah.
As this fresh blood from Malador is still just very intimidatingly dripping off its skewers.
And I'm just gonna keep
right.
backing up.
Is that like doing like a lot of damage to me because I have holes?
You're going to end up taking bleeding damage if you don't heal quick enough. And I know he healed you by 14, but that would have meant that it like healed around the horns.
Yeah. So
and then
when
he
pulled
pulled
me out,
you off
it just,
of them.
yeah.
It just re-put the holes on it, basically.
Does that mean when I rage, it just like regrows like Venom style?
I mean,
I'll be right
that's
back.
D&D rules, kind of. Yeah. I mean, how else can you go to sleep for 8 hours and heal completely up to normal like nothing happened? That's just D&D. None of it makes sense. Otherwise,
I like the idea of like it just turning into flames and just growing that way.
Yeah. If you had gotten down any lower when he pulled you off, it would have been burning blood crusting to the horns, but you weren't down far enough. All right. So before Merida, you will be next. Yorick, one of those sparkling dots that you wanted to follow so nicely. You see the cluster of them move over on top of the bowl and start spinning in that same kind of sequence pattern, faster and faster until the whole cluster starts to glow. I need.
You're not allowed,
Um, Garrison, what you waiting for your ears?
Judge.
All right. Garrison, this matters to you. So what happened when you left was those blinking dots that York decided to follow moved on top of the beast and then started swirling around in that sequence spiral pattern faster and faster until they start to glow. I need Malador, Garrison,
Ah, go
and
fuck yourself.
Cammy
Mm.
to all roll Constitution saving throws, please.
Whoa. Whoa, totally wacky, man. Oh, wait.
That is a 26.
Okay.
Wow, no way I just rolled an 8 back to back. That's depressing.
Fantastic. Cammy?
12.
Okay.
It's technically a 14, because I have a +6.
Okay. So as this light starts to glow brighter and brighter and brighter as they move quicker and quicker, Cammy and Malador fall asleep.
Oh, fucking terrific.
You see them just collapse and start to snore.
Me.
You
Cool.
threw Malador off, so he, landed down on
He doesn't even wake
landed
up.
down
Just
on
hits the deck.
landed down on his butt, tried getting up to his legs, and then and falls asleep. Cammy just face down, falls asleep. All right, Merida, you are up. Actually, with Cammy on deck. So Cammy, go ahead and make another con save for me. We'll see if you wake up or not.
The 2.
Nope. So Merida, you did see Garrison pulled Malador off the skewers, threw him off to the side,
Damn it, I could have used my Bardic.
tried to back away with his hands up. It didn't seem to back down, but it didn't seem to charge either.
I'll use it on
And
my
then
con
these fairy-like creatures began to glow, and 2 of your teammates went down.
Can I go ahead and roll insight to see what is going on with these blinky things that have just put 2 of my comrades to sleep?
You can, sure.
You're in the way.
It wouldn't. Yeah. You can either do insight or you can do a nature check, whichever,
Can you?
depending on what you're trying to find out.
I just want to know, like, are these things dangerous? Considering they literally just like put my comrades to sleep. Like, what is going on with? First, Yorick is trying to follow a shiny thing and hearing voices. Now there's this creature that's trying to kill us. Now 2 of my comrades are asleep. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I would like to roll and see what's going on.
Sure.
That's a 16.
Okay. Dangerous, not entirely, more just that it seems like they're there to protect this beast. Just reactionary.
Okay. I personally just kind of want to stand at the ready. I don't want to actually attack the creature. I actually would to technically pass and forfeit my turn.
You don't want to hold an action or anything?
I'll hold an action. But I don't want to attack anything at this time.
Okay.
You can always take the dodge action, which means that you just have anybody who attacks you has disadvantage.
That is also true.
rather than do nothing. It's
Okay.
just
So you
I-
can either hold a specific action or you can take the dodge to give yourself a better vantage point when it comes to attacks.
I'll do the dodge.
All right. We're gonna do that. Actually, we're just gonna do that. That makes more sense. All right, so after Merida, Cammy got a 2, so she's still knocked out cold. Vidar, you are up with Yorick on deck.
Oh, wait.
Is Vidar there?
Yeah.
Okay.
How
making
far
sure.
away is Cammy from me?
In terms of what? Reaching her?
Yeah.
You could get there with about half your movement. You guys were all in a group. She was just your tour guide, so she was a little bit ahead when all this took place.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go up and use my action to wake her up.
How?
I mean, shake her.
Okay.
The help action or whatever.
You just go up and Russ. Okay. Yep. Cammy, give me a con save with advantage.
19.
She wakes up.
And then I'm
So
gonna
the
say
weirdest
you need
dream-
to you need to stay up. You're gonna miss the show. And he's gonna help her up and
Had the
gonna
weirdest
turn
dream.
back and
Malador just
start.
charged this weird looking bull. Oh.
It's not a dream. And Vidar has the biggest smile on his face. It's not a dream.
I had this weird dream. We got charged by this weird looking
Yeah.
Just stay out of its way. Stay on the fringes.
Yep.
Okay.
We're good. That's my turn.
Vidar, is that your entire turn?
Yep.
All right. Yorick, you are up. Malador, go ahead and give me a con save, sir. Since you're up next.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go over to Malador and I'm gonna cast.
Garrison, you're breathing in your mic.
oh, sorry.
You're good.
How dare you, sir?
How dare you breathe?
Oh dear.
How dare ye?
What are you casting?
Cure wounds.
Okay.
19.
Ooh, holy shit.
How much you give me?
A lot.
Good.
Let me see. 26.
Nice.
26. Nice. Okay. Malador, what'd you roll for a con save?
19.
Well, you wake up.
Nice. Do I have my action?
Hold on. It's still
Oh,
Yorick's
it's on
go.
my. Hi, my friend. I will mine.
Then
How's my chest look? Am I good now?
Well, your clothing's ruined.
I'm
What's it?
gonna hold my action, or not my
Damn, you almost put me to full health.
I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna be at the ready.
Okay. All right. Malador, you are up.
I'm gonna need to trim these.
Garrison, did we fight it? Did we stop? What's going on?
No, we're not fighting it.
All right.
Shut
I
up.
apologize, Mr. Bull. I was trying to get those guys. They're being assholes, okay? He's going to try to compromise with the bull.
Persuasion or animal handling, sir?
I'm going to do persuasion because I have advantage, my friend.
I'm gonna tickle you.
13, 14, 17.
26.
Fuck. Well,
What are you rolling against a persuasion?
Insight.
well, the insight would just tell him that I completely mean it.
Yeah.
Fair point.
It would. I didn't say the roll was negative.
Yeah, you're right.
Why do you
Does it
guys
look-
always assume when I roll it's negative?
Ugh, because
Does it still hostile?
fool me once, you know.
You can, yeah, exactly. You can still see the black puffs coming out as if it's irritated, but the stomping seems to slow down.
Would you like some food? I could give you some meat. He's gonna pull out the deer leg.
I don't know if he's a carnivore.
Toss the deer leg to him.
It just shakes what's left of your blood off its horns
Awesome.
and doesn't go after the leg.
How about let's get out? Let's get out of here.
Do I see the Do I see the humans?
Yeah, they haven't moved.
How far are they?
There's 2 on the left and 2 on the right of the bull.
I want to walk up to the 2 to the left.
It's gonna take a step close to you.
It's okay. Good. Them. Good. Go on. Go on. Free. Shoo.
It ain't moving.
We would like to go past you, okay?
Oh no, you were walking toward the guys.
Yeah.
It stepped in front of you.
Okay. So they don't want the guys. Do they look dead?
Oh yeah.
Got it. Garrison, what do we do? Not good with these
Back
types
up.
of situations?
Back the fuck up.
Well, no, Garrison, from your vantage point, what you saw was he started making his way toward the 2 dudes that were on the
Yeah.
ground next to the bull. The bull stepped in front of him,
Yeah.
in between him and the guys.
No, I get you.
Okay.
That's
Just
what
making sure.
I'm telling
Yeah.
him, like, no, just leave it. Just back away. Like we're gonna continue on the other way. We're gonna completely leave the situation.
Works for me. I'm gonna back up.
So, at this point in time, as you back up, it loosens its grip, so to speak. Goes back to where it was before.
Mhm.
2 things you're going to notice simultaneously. Number 1, Nelly rushes up to this thing
Oh, great.
and they just start hitting noses. Weird, giant nostril, black smoke nose against. Basically, its nose is pretty much the size of Nelly's head. But they're just weird animal to animal, horse to bull kind of shit.
Nelly
The
boy
second
confirmed.
the second thing is after it nuzzles on Nelly a couple of times, it's gonna walk toward you, Cammy.
The bull?
Walks right past Nelly, right past Malador,
We're
right
going
past
straight to the
Garrison,
bodies.
Mm.
and walks up to Cammy.
This is generally why you don't attack the wildlife in here. It's because it's very big. Sometimes I didn't meet this guy before.
I think he wants to say hi.
So I
Hi.
mean, when
Just let him smell you. Just let him
when I
smell
describe
you.
the nostrils, they're like the size of your face. One of them. And it just comes up and it does that weird like cow breath when it gets too close to you. You can feel its snot out of its nose. As if like when it breathes in, it's like it wants to suck your face into its nostril. That's how strong it is when it gets up to you. After a couple of sniffs, you get blanketed by this weird black fog. And it dips a shoulder down.
Can we keep him? Can we keep him?
I guess get on.
Yeah.
Climb up.
Just do what he says.
I climb up.
Okay. So you're gonna notice when you get up here and you're sitting down, there isn't a seat up here. It has those quills that come out of every
yeah.
vertebrae. So you're just very like gently fitting yourself between two of these. They don't fold down like quills. They are solid. Malador can attest to that. They are solid
Yeah.
pieces. But you're able to sit and either grab onto the quill in front of you or grab onto the horns coming out of its head. Either way, you're able to like very weirdly, uncomfortably sit down on this massive creature, which you are now. Your bottom is now 7 feet in the air.
This is not like
Malador, you said you go over to the bodies. What are you doing?
I'm looting all of them.
There's nothing on them. They got
You guys
brown.
had like rusty
Yeah.
pitchforks. Like, what did you
They
expect
had
to
a
find?
they had a pitchfork. 2 of them had sticks. They had a rusty sword, and raggedy, torn apart clothes that are now more torn apart because you blew them apart with thunder.
Oops. Well, you guys ready to keep going?
You wanna ask Nelly what the fuck she just said to this thing?
Oh yeah, Nelly. What's
yeah.
what's going on with that? What is that thing?
I don't know what it is, but I just said that girl over the
You cut out. What
cut
did you
out.
say?
which okay. She just said I don't know what that thing is, but I just told it that she's our tour guide.
Good move, Nelly. This is why you're my horse.
Is
Okay.
it like a tour?
You're the brain of this team, trust me. All right, Nelly smoothed it over for us. We're good, guys.
What does that mean?
Oh yeah, you're our tour guide now, apparently.
I've been your tour guide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said you
Yeah.
didn't like my tours.
yeah, they're kind of dog shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but Nelly
Aw.
likes them, so.
So
What?
Vidar,
I like them.
Vidar, after Malador says you're the brains of this operation to Nelly, you see Nelly look at Darling, and then Darling looks at you and says, "Should we be worried?"
Darling says that to me.
Yes. You see
Yes.
Nelly look at Darling, and then Darling looks at you and says, "Should we be worried?"
Yeah,
But you
it's-
didn't
it's-
hear the exchange between the two. She just asks, "Should we be worried?"
I'm gonna say back to her. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna shake my head. Yes.
She kind of flutters and shoots off again to find another squirrel. But all right, Cammy,
So,
as
I'm
you're up
gonna-
there, I mean it's not moving. I know you're holding on. I said you situated between
Yeah.
2 of these quills, but it ain't moving yet.
Nelly,
Can
can
we-
you ask why it wants Cammy to ride her now?
I'm not tour
It-
guide.
Something about safety.
Oh, so it wants to keep us safe through this traveling?
Not you.
Oh, got it.
Oh. Thank you.
So apparently, the thing likes you, Cammy. I don't know. It don't
That's
like me. It
evident.
said I could die. So,
Oh.
I mean, it
so
didn't say
let's.
that.
Nelly? Can we just have it start moving so we can get going? Cause I'm gonna go wacky soon.
Malador, I'd like not to know when you want to jack off.
Oh.
You know,
He did say he was going wacky soon. So
in 3 days.
Yeah.
You gotta wait 3 days.
3 days.
Till then.
Oh my god.
Hide your kids. Hide
Alex
your wife.
was a-
It's almost the full moon.
Oh my- what the fuck?
Oh,
Oh my god.
We're canceled.
Immediately. So can I like kick the sides of the bull like a horse? Like how wide are my legs on this thing? 'Cause it's 5
It
feet
is
wide.
it's 5 feet wide. How tall is Cammy?
She's I think 5'7" and then 5'10" with the horns.
So yeah, you're like almost all the way split.
Doing this. Okay. But I repositioned so that I'm like sitting with my legs out.
Yeah.
And then like
I mean, with
hit
the
my
way
heels
this is, with the way this is, like you could quite literally, if you wanted to sit against the first quill and hang on to the horns, or if you wanted to sit in between the first and second one and hang on to the horns, you could literally like crisscross your legs. That's how big it is. You could sit in between the first and second, cross your legs around the first, and still hold on to the horns.
wow. All right, I'll do that.
Probably the most comfortable.
Yeah.
So you guys are just watching Cammy up on this massive beast trying to like, where should I put my legs? Just like trying to figure out how to sit on this thing without falling off, without being skewered, until finally she figures it out. Kicks her feet up and down a couple of times, and I mean it gallops up like a horse. So you guys see this massive 10-foot creature get up on its 3 hind legs like it did when it attacked Malador, and Cammy just holding on for dear life as it then slams down onto the ground, turns its massive body around to face south, and starts walking in that direction.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
I guess this is where we're going now, guys.
Well, we were already going south.
Was it this south though? Or was it the other south?
Pull
There's
up
2
the map.
souths.
Pull out the
There's
map.
3. Oh yeah, I'll pull it up.
Merida, since you were the one to make the roll, what you're going to notice is while Cammy's on the back and the bowl is now traveling south, the weird fairy-like creatures do not follow. They stay where they are.
Interesting.
All right. So you guys continue to go south, with Malador nearly becoming a
Shish kebab.
No, a fish. He's only fish. He doesn't have any fruit or other vegetables with him. He's a fish kebab.
Like a fish
Come on.
stick.
Sushi.
Like a fish stick. Exactly. There you go. There's
Ceviche.
the
Fish
dumb
stick.
pun I was looking for.
Ceviche.
Fish stick.
Yes.
What are you, a gay
Um,
fish?
What are you, a gay fish?
This literally just happening as you guys entered the valley. You guys filleted deer. You followed. Yorick followed some lights and voices. One of your party members almost got skewered by a weird creature, and now this weird creature has basically taken Cammy, I don't know, captive, and is now leading you guys further south into the valley as that 30-foot now opens back up into 50 feet, 100 feet, just going off in both directions as the valley just gets wider and wider and wider. The same patterns of trees up on the flat spots, trees bursting out of the sides with large canopies, wildlife still everywhere. The family of deer you scared the shit out of now just drinking out of another water spot as if it never happened. Animals are beautiful like that. You continue to make your way through the valley, unable to really see the end of it or where the end might even be. We are going to go ahead and end there tonight.
Fun.
Thank you. I'm exhausted.
Sweet.
Nice.
Cool.
Good session.
Not a huge fan of the phrasing of captive.
Oh, come on, why not?
It's passive kidnapping.
It's just you're just
Right.
taken against your will. You know. It's
Well,
just,
We're not kidnapping you. Oh, I'm free to leave? No.
No. We're holding you without permission. How's that sound?
Just think of it like daycare.
Exactly. You have to stay until your parents pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're your parents.
And you,
And I wish Malador's parents would pick him up. Oh
Yeah.
wait.
Well, I mean, you guys met both of his parents,
And,
and they left as soon as you met them. So
Yeah.
Aaron.
man, in a lot of ways, that's kind of like having animals. I'm not gonna lie. You have cats that you want to be indoor, not outdoor. Oh, those are our cats. They're part of the family. So let them out? No. No, they have to stay inside.
Yep.
Shut the door.
the outside world is scary.
And they don't need to know that. But all right, guys.
Good night. Oh,
Good
Vanessa.
night.
Quote.
Yeah.
Hold
What's
on.
Oh yeah. What's
Yeah.
the quote?
Everyone you meet is fighting a battle. Attack them. Now they're fighting too. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Dun, 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 dun,
OnlyFans.
dun, 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 dun.
Later.